Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rachel, and in today's video I'm going to be listening to Switzerland's entry for this year's upcoming Eurovision Song Contest. This is Remo Forrer with Watergun, so I'm interested to see how this one's gone. It'll be my first listen as well, so please stay tuned to the end and I'll score the song out of 10 and give a bit of musical analysis and commentary. So last year we had Marius Bear with Boys Do Cry. It went through to the final quite unexpectedly, and not a lot of us probably didn't expect it to go through, including myself. And then when it qualified, we were very shocked, but it did get 0 points in the televote. Very harsh, but because the staging was quite lackluster and it all didn't kind of grab anyone's attention as much as it potentially could have, I do kind of understand why it didn't score as high. Let's see what's happened this year, and yeah, let's get straight into this. I'm excited. Okay. I feel we're going in a similar direction to last year with the vibe.
We were boys who play pretend, army tanks and army men, hide and seek, grow to be the kings we dream. Where do we go?
What a fantastic voice.
Front line. Where do we go? We go. I don't wanna be a soldier. I don't wanna have to play with real blood. We ain't playing now. Can turn around. No water guns. No, I don't wanna be a soldier. I don't wanna have to play with real blood, 'cause we ain't playing now. Can turn around, no water guns, just body bags that we've become.
Wow. Yeah, this has got something. This has got something special, I think. I've just heard a bit of a drum come in, so I'll see what happens next, but so far I think they've set the scene really nicely. Lovely simple piano melody in there to kind of open up the song, set the tone, and then they brought it back as well after the chorus to kind of round it all off. So that's a really nice musical device so far. I think what's standing out to me the most is the tone of his voice. I think the tone of his voice is very, very nice and deep, and it really has been added into the track and mixed in so sublimely. It's like filled up the space, and his voice just kind of commands the listener and makes them want to like really hear every note, which is really nice. Melody wise as well, I love the leaps from low to high notes in the chorus. I think those are really, really well put together, and they create a nice hook in the chorus, which makes it catchy, I guess, creates this nice emotion. Lyrically as well, this is really, really moving. I like how it is still talking about this kind of issue with, I guess, toxic masculinity that was touched on in last year's song, but I think it is doing a better job at portraying those emotions. And it is very fitting as well for the current climate that we have. So I think this is a really sad song, but it's been tastefully done. It's been written really well. The only qualm I have, I think, is the use of the water gun. I'm not sure if I agree with that lyric in itself. Does that slightly drag the song down a bit in terms of the quality of the lyrics? To me, it's a little bit jarring. It doesn't quite fit in, but I get the message and I like the message so far. So let's keep going and let's hear how the song develops, because they're going to bring in a drum now and make it a slightly more electronic. So we'll see how that works.
Lessons, breaking rules. Nothing hurts when you're bulletproof.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Some brass, I guess. Okay.
Where do we go? We standing on a front line.
Wow, I love this melody.
We go. I don't wanna be a soldier.
I like the beat.
I don't wanna have to play
It's work.
real blood. We ain't playing now. Can turn around. No water guns. No. I don't wanna
That
be a
chord there is lovely as well.
soldier. I don't wanna have to play with real blood, 'cause we ain't playing now. Can turn around.
Lovely leaps.
Water guns, just body bags that we
yeah, I think that drum pattern really worked in there. I think it was tastefully done. It had kind of intricacies in it too. It wasn't too basic, and it had these nice kind of like blend of rhythms in there as well to kind of drive the song forwards. Really nicely done. We had a little bit of brass in there too. I like what Switzerland do year upon year actually, is they use like full orchestral sections. So they'll have strings, they'll have woodwind, they'll have brass, drums. I really like that. And then a piano as well. So that's a really nice kind of use of full range of timbres. I think that's always a great thing to do in a song, because it really kind of lays out these really nice sounds and creates a nice soundscape, full sound. And I think they're quite pictorial as well. Certain instruments portray certain emotions, and I think they've done that really well here. So yeah, let's see how this one finishes. I think really good. Perhaps one like small detail I think is missing is a little bit more backing vocals in the chorus. Even if they're just subtly there, they're not quite like piercing through enough for me. I would like to hear a bit more, because it's a very kind of chanty chorus. It's providing like this kind of sing-along vibe, and I feel like if there was more vocals in here providing a backing to him, it would kind of bring out that melody much more and make it maybe slightly more emotionally charged and more relatable, and make the listener kind of like be more engaged. But that's the only thing I picked up on.
What we've become,
Interesting there.
what we've become, what we've become.
Okay.
Playing with Watergun,
Yeah, this is a nice ending here.
not playing with Watergun.
Lovely piano. But I have to say that lead up, that kind of outro thing they did, where you had this, I guess it was a tuba or a trombone that came in, and then played just a short melody underneath where it was chromatic, and he said something like "what we've become." To me, that didn't sound like it fit in the song, and then they led into this kind of chorus, but he's just saying one line, what we've become, to kind of climax the song. But I feel like it was more of a contrived climax. It didn't feel very natural to me. But then they kind of regained my respect, I think, when they added that piano back in right at the end. So I feel like that last 20 seconds didn't quite fit in the song as well as it possibly could. I think they could have done something else there to make it feel like it was flowing naturally. It didn't feel like that to me there. But I have to say, I really like the lyrics. I really like the musical ideas, and the vocal performance is really stunning. So I guess with everything I've said, my score, I'm going to say 7.5 out of 10. I think that was a pretty good piece of music. I think it's commendable for Switzerland. They could qualify with this, but we'll see what happens with all the other songs in the semi-final as well. But yeah, let me know down below in the comments what you think about this one, and stay tuned for more content coming soon. Have a good rest of the evening. Bye.